So I'm reading this book called Demons and Spirits in Biblical Theology, reading the biblical text in its cultural and literary context by John Walton Age and John and Harvey Walton. So father and son, they both wrote this book. Anyways, if you've heard the name John Walton, you probably don't. You probably know what he's written. He's written a lot of stuff. He's done a series on like trying to get you to understand the context of the biblical text, the historical context of the biblical text. Now, there's a lot of confusion and misunderstanding regarding demons and angels and angelic beings and the Nephilim and all of that in the Bible because you don't first of all, we have lost the ability to read critically. Okay, when I was a kid, that you would they would give you a passage of text, and you were to identify like the context, whether the person was pro or against a certain subject, whether this was fiction or would this be a real thing. I mean, we were taught to think critically when we read. Some people do that still, but when it comes to the Bible, all of a sudden you forget all of that. Okay? So, one of the things that John Walton talks about is reading the Bible in its own cultural river. Okay, cultural river, he calls it. Now, there is a lot of confusion about the Bible having borrowed from other cultures in the time. And the thing is that it would be impossible to not have the Bible having sort of borrowed from this cultural river because that's what the people looked at when they wrote the Bible. Okay, just like today, your any writing that you have will be colored by the culture. So if you want to truly understand the Bible, spend some time reading the cultural river, the cultural writings of the Bible of the time, or have a helpful John Walton book, and he'll show you some of the things. And you don't have to agree with everything that you read. You just have to have your own mind challenged a little bit so that you can come to a true understanding of Scripture. Anyways, have fun. John Walton, anything you read from him should challenge your mind. Don't get angry at him though.